Yes, good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about the transmission impairment. Okay, in that, last video, I have done about the transmission media. Okay, what is the transmission impairment? Okay, the transmission impairment, it is nothing but it is not going to transfer the exact signal. Okay, means the whichever it is going to transmit the signal, that particular signal is having the their own problem, or their own error in that signal. Okay, so to overcome that problem, okay, we are using different types of transmission impairments. Okay, see what and all that we will discuss one by one. That is attenuation, second one is distortion, and third one is noisy. Okay, these three are the different types of transmission impairments. Okay, I'm going to repeat what is the transmission impairment means, whichever it's having the signal. Okay, that is not a proper signal, means that should be a improper signal. Okay, that we call it as a transmission media. Okay, see, the signal travels through the transmission media which are not perfect. Okay, means that is not a perfect signal. Okay, which we transmit transfer in the transmission media from source to destination. Okay, this the like this type of imperfect signal, we call it as a transmission medium, right? See, then what is the attenuation? Now the attenuation means, okay, it is going to losing the energy, okay, while sending the that particular signal from source to destination. Okay, in between it is going to lose the energy. Okay, how it is going to recover the that losing of energy? Okay, and what we supposed to use in that, with the help of amplifier. Okay, we can recover losing or loss of energy. Okay, while transmitting from source to destination. Okay, this method we call it as a attenuation method. Okay, here the attenuation method, we can use the two types of signals. That is, one is the composite signals and simple signal. The simple signal is nothing but our sine wave. Okay, but and one another one is composite signal, means, okay, the signal. Okay, like whatever we are sending that signal, the signal, it having it own shape. Okay, or it may be a like some slowdown or something. Okay, it is getting their own type of shapes. See, I'll show this. See, this is not a sine wave. Okay, this is not a particular, see, they have their own shape. Okay, means this is what one of the composite signal. For example, means, see, here it is not all the side equal. Okay, see, some place it should be, like it is going high, that amplitude will be go high, and somewhere the amplitude will be very less. Okay, like that, it's have its own shape. That we call it as a composite signal. So this is the diagram. Okay, see, I'm passing as a sender, it is going to transfer the original signal. Okay, and the receiver also, it's supposed to receive the whatever the sender, it may sends the signal. That particular signal it's supposed to receive at the receiver side. In between, some attenuated or some attenuation will be happen, means it is going to losing its energy. Okay, in between, so this recovers this losing of energy with the help of amplifier. Okay, it is going to amplify that loss of energy. Then again it is going to recover in the original state. This we call it as a attenuation transmission impairment. The second one is distortion. The distortion, it is nothing but the signal, it is going to change its own shape, or its own style. Okay, that we call it as a distortion. And the distortion, it is going to happen, it's only in the composite signal. Okay, it is not in the simple signal. This composite signal, okay, it may have the different types of frequencies, and different types of shapes, and different types of what is that different types of signals. Okay, everything it is going to included in this composite signal. Okay, I've told in attenuation, okay, attenuation it contain both simplex signal, or it may be a simple signal as well as a composite signal. Simple signal is nothing but I told you that is the sine wave, okay. But composite signal it have the its own shape. See, you look at this. This is the composite. This signal it have its own shape, okay. Means it's have by itself of it is going to deserve its own shape. See, this method we call it as a composite signal. See, these all are the composite signal with the different frequencies. See, here this is the composite signal. Initially I am going to pass the simple signal. See, the simple signal will be like this, but whenever I am going to pass the composite signal with the help of frequency, so it is going to receive at the receiver side in the some other like some other range of frequency, and with with the help of some some different frequency, okay, it is going to receive the different types of shapes. See, this is method we call it as the distortion method, okay. These all are the transmission impairment. Then the next one is noisy. Yes, noisy is nothing but some problem, okay, while transferring the signal. Okay, during that time we will get lot of noisy. Noisy means it may be unwanted signal or unwanted data. Okay, that we call it as a noisy signal. The noisy, like it is also one of the causes or one of the transmission impairment to making use of to making use of the transaction. What is the what is the several types of noises we supposed to look at in this transmission impairment? That is nothing but we have different types of noises. That is, one is thermal noisy, induced noisy, and impulse noisy, and also one more is crosstalk noises, okay. Then what is the thermal noise? The thermal noise is nothing but, okay, it is going to creates the extra signal, okay. That extra signal, it is not a original signal, okay, which we are going to send to the, or which we are going to transfer to the receiver, okay. See, this method we call it as a thermal noisy. Then what is the induced noisy? The induced noisy, okay, it is going to it is going to comes from the sender, such as a motor, and it should be home appliances, okay. See, the home appliances and the motors, we can see the induced noise, okay. Means the source, the center, okay, it is going to rise, or it should, the sender have the have the different types of problems, okay. That we can see it in motors and home appliance. Suppose in home appliance, okay, you can take a mixer or something, TV or something else, okay. In that, okay, do you have any problem, you can easily find out this type of problem. We call it as induced noisy problems. Then next one is, what is crosstalk noisy? The crosstalk noise is nothing but the effect of one wire on the other. Okay, means one wire it is going to act as a sender, and another wire it is going to act as an antenna. Okay, this method we call it as a uh, crosstalk noisy. See, this is this is supposed to, I supposed to transfer from the user, okay. But in between, see, the different types of noises, it is going to collaborate the original noise. Means it is going to collapse the original noisy, okay, whichever we are going to send. That then finally it is going to receive the some other type of signal at the receiver side. This method we call it as a noisy. See, then the next one is the noisy. We supposed to calculate, or we supposed to define the different types of ratios. That is nothing but signal to noisy ratio. Okay, how to define the signal to noisy ratio? Like we are going to take the average of that signal power. It is going to divide it the average noisy of means like the average of the original signal power as well as the noisy